But let's get you started with breaking news coming in from Mumbai, where there is massive controversy that is brewing over the death of a student at the IITB campus. The controversy is brewing there. The family, the students' union, alleging that this 18-year-old was driven to suicide because there was discrimination and harassment based on his caste. My colleague Mihir Trivedi spoke to a student of IIT Bombay, and that student has claimed that Darshan, the victim, spoke about the issues he was facing in November last year as well. There were other students that tried to make the management aware about the situation, but unfortunately the management did not act, which is why this teenager had to take his own life. Listen in to what this student revealed to CNN News 18.
Can you tell us something more on these lines?
It came to light because of one of his senior, Uday Singh Meena, that he has been facing discrimination on campus. Uday Singh Meena particularly told that Darshan met him twice in November and mentioned about what kind of discrimination is happening, how the treatment is from his batchmates and fellow students. How it started by asking rank, which is marker of caste category in IIT. There is clear-cut history of asking these ranks and all. When a statement from Uday Singh Meena came, we as an organization, PSC, who were already asking certain questions to the administration based on the testimonies of various students at various point of time, which have came out in the past history. Like one of the open house which SCST cell, one of the body of IIT Bombay, conducted an open house. In that open house, more than 50 students have raised issue of caste discrimination, saying that they have faced it personally. All these practices and the background suggest that there is a caste discrimination which has caused him to end his life in such a manner. This is not an issue in isolation. This is something, a practice which is happening in IITs for a very long time. The SST cell is also in a manner which it is functioning now. It doesn't have any power to do anything. They don't have any, they don't control the, not control, but they don't follow the reservation mandate as per it is required.
So this STST or STSC cell comprises of whom? Are these people from outside appointed by the government agency, or these are in-house people from the IIT or part of the students? What is it?
In that capacity, we believe that it is an institutional murder and not a suicide. This practice in IIT that not every complaint reaches to SST cell. Why that happens? There is an introspection from institute side they have to do.
Right.
SCST cell is not being known to so many students on campus.
Mihir, my colleague, now joins us live. He's spoken to not just this one student, but several other stakeholders in this case as well. And all of them have this one thing to say, that this was not suicide. He was driven to take his own life. This is nothing but murder. The family of this victim has also come out and alleged the same thing. Now, Mihir, we had IIT Bombay come out this morning and release a statement where they said that there's absolutely no basis to this kind of allegation that's being leveled, that there was discrimination or harassment based on the fact that he was a Dalit. But that is something that many on campus are refuting.
Absolutely, and that has completely been negated by this person who was part of the student body, who clearly says that in November last year, it was Darshan Solanki who reached out to one of the senior students at the IIT and also confided into him that the kind of problems that he was facing as far as discrimination is concerned. He also spoke about the fact that he was isolated ever since their batchmates got to know that he was a SC student, and he was constantly under pressure with that, and this is not something new. There has been a history in IIT. Students have been constantly addressing these issues, trying to bring it up with the administration. But what the allegation of the student body is that every time there is an incident like this, the administration wakes up and tries to cover up the things, but nothing concrete is being done to address this matter and resolve it. Remember, he also in his detailed chat with me told me about the fact that there has been a survey conducted by the STSC cell, that is the student cell, which addresses and helps such students in distress, who have conducted this extensive survey where close to 50 students have come up and testified that they are facing discrimination at the college campus, but that particular survey report has not been published till now. They could also have taken some sort of suo motu action on that, but that also hasn't happened. Now, why the STSC cell is important is because it is comprised and it is come into existence for the benefit of such students who are facing discrimination and mental
Right, sorry to
health
interrupt you
issues.
there, Mihir, but Janvi Solanki, Darshan Solanki's sister now joins us on this broadcast. Thank you so much for speaking with us here on CRN News 18. मैं समझ पा रही हूँ कि आपके लिए बहुत ही कठिन घड़ी होगी हमसे बात करने के लिए, लेकिन काफी ऐसे सवाल उठ रहे हैं कि क्या हुआ था दर्शन के साथ पिछले कुछ महीनों में। आपके साथ उन्होंने कुछ शेयर किया था, आपको कुछ बताया था कि कैंपस पे कैसी चीजें हो रही थी, किस तरह का व्यवहार हो रहा था उनके साथ?
एक्चुअली फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं जानना चाहती हूँ कि कौन से चैनल से आप बात कर रहे हैं?
CNN न्यूज 18 से मैम।
हेलो, आई एम ऑडिबल? कौन सी?
CNN न्यूज 18। क्या हमारी आवाज आ रही है आपको?
CMMMCT.
We'll try and reconnect that line with Janvi Solanki, who's the sister of Darshan Solanki, the first year BTech student who jumped off his hostel building, killed himself. His family, the student union, the students on campus claiming that this was over alleged discrimination and harassment on caste lines, which is why he was forced to take this particular step. There is an internal probe that has been ordered by the university, by IIT Bombay, even though they have come out and categorically refuted the allegation that there is any sort of caste bias on campus. I believe